Inventory management may not sound like the most exciting opportunity for innovation, but Unleashed Software's CEO, Gareth Berry, could see its potential from the moment he was approached by founder Greg Murphy.
When we looked at the manufacturing and the wholesale distribution industry, it was probably the least serviced and certainly ripe for disruption back in the late 2000s. So we had obviously the entry of Xero and really saying, hey, cloud computing's the future, and advocating for that globally. And so we thought, well, within the inventory management sector, there's also an opportunity there for businesses that are dealing with products and needing to buy products and sell products and doing everything in between, to be able to manage that process efficiently.
Key to Unleashed success is integration with other business software firms such as Xero, Salesforce and Shopify.
And that's where Unleashed is really the most powerful solution for that mid-market, where we integrate with all of these other best-of-breed applications to be able to provide them that end-to-end visibility of their entire supply chain, manufacturing and sales process.
Through focusing on wholesale suppliers and manufacturers, the firm's on track to hit $9 million in turnover for the financial year 2019.
And so we found ourselves in the market pretty much all by ourselves for the first 3 or 4 years. And as obviously businesses have cottoned on to the fact that this is a really lucrative industry and a huge industry globally, there have been a number of competitors come to market over the last sort of 5 years.
But being alone in a category had given Unleashed a great head start. The company now has 84 staff and customers in more than 90 countries.
So inventory is probably the most sexiest of industries, which is great, as opposed to retail, where everyone seems to have a point of sale solution and going after retailers, because they're hip and they're funky and they're sexy and they're very marketable brands.
While the company's now raised $35 million from large venture capitalists and Australian high net worth individuals, Gareth Berry remembers how hard it was in the beginning.
Oh, initially it's nigh on impossible. It's really do or die type raising as well. If you're needing to raise capital in order to grow a business and chase a dream, then you're really having to go out there and sell the dream, because there's really not much of a team, there's not much of a product, it's just kind of an idea of what it will be. And so there's a difference between smart money and any money. So we've obviously turned away quite a lot of any money, with people wanting just to be able to be part of the dream and get on the bandwagon of Unleashed and a growth story that we're operating. But certainly what we're looking for is that smart money when we were doing capital raises, so making sure that we had not only the money but the expertise and the board seats and the people that were going to help us realise that next stage in our evolution and our journey was really important.
The largest shareholder in Unleashed is Kiwi private company Movac's fourth fund, which holds a third. The company's also benefited from a Callaghan Growth Grant, and New Zealand Trade and Enterprise will be funding Unleashed as it expands into the UK market.
New Zealand's really great to a point, and then it becomes probably your biggest handicap in terms of growth. So scaling up from New Zealand's really good to begin with. We're obviously living in paradise, and there's a great diverse range of talent pool available to us. As you start scaling up and your needs change and you need to get a little bit more, I guess, subject matter experts, then New Zealand actually becomes quite a hindrance, because the talent pools actually become quite thin at that sort of level.
So Unleashed looked offshore. While they have customers in the US, it was the UK that offered a better opportunity to build rapid growth. And that growth is largely down to General Manager Lisa Miles-Heal, who's relocated to Bristol in England to oversee 12 employees.
There's a saying up in the UK with our team, I'm not sure if it's true, but the UK never like to be first in the queue. They like to queue, but they like to be third or fourth in the queue. So they like to see what everybody else is doing first. It seems to be part of their sort of mindset.
Miles-Heal says that works for Unleashed, as the firm's success in Australia already resonated with UK customers. Being close to partner Xero, which is making good headway in the UK, also helps.
What we've found up in the UK is that we can put our team up there for less cost than the US. We can deliver our standard sort of service offering, and the UK market seems to love it. They seem to think we're outstanding at service. We don't think we're doing anything that special, but we take our good, well thought out sort of established product, marry it up with the Kiwi service, and it seems to be a winner.